Okay, welcome to Flamecast. I am Todd Pletz, and this time we have with us our camera guy off our first movie. Yeah, she's shaking his head. Off of Yoda's Treasure, and this is Cory Anderson, so say hi to the tens of thousands of people that are listening to this.
Hi, all five of you.
Yeah, it's probably more like it.
Yeah.
Actually dealing with the film and stuff, you've actually had some theatrical experience yourself.
When?
Well, I'm thinking back to grade school, St. John
Oh
Vianney.
my God.
You're a guy behind the scenes, and
I didn't want to sing, so I got to play with the lights.
were you the lights, or
The
you were
lights-
more curtain? Weren't
Lights
you?
in the curtain. That's what we did. 'Cause
I
didn't
know
wanna
I
sing.
did. I know I did lights, and I didn't want to sing either. But yeah, between the two of us, I don't know how we
We
managed
played with
that.
the lights and we played with the curtain.
I think we were picked because we were the most responsible out of our class or something.
Probably.
I think I remember the teacher saying that, Mrs. O'Brien, you're the most responsible, so that's why you got picked.
I think
All
I
right.
got to do it because I was pig-headed and refused to sing. And they weren't going to argue with me, and they needed someone besides you. Why not?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You can think that way. But.
I don't know.
So yeah, we worked on that, and high school, none of us really did too much in like any type of theater or whatever.
No.
I did some stuff in photography, but we didn't do video back then, so I mean, I had a slideshow that I had to do and stuff like that, and otherwise it was still pictures.
We had a video we worked on, though.
Oh wait, shit. We had that Star Trek story.
Well,
that
there
we
was
did
that
a
one for radio show, but we did a
We did a
video
radio.
too. And we took a bunch of different clips from different shows and spliced them together.
You must have done that with.
That
It wasn't
was-
with me.
It was just you, I'm sure it was.
No.
Because the one thing I remember about was that we had Fozzie Bear and Clint Eastwood did the Make My Day thing and shot him.
Crap.
And we were
no
cutting
way.
back and forth between the Baby Muppets cartoon.
God, dude, that wasn't me.
It had to be you.
No.
Because there would have been no one else that would have done that. Because it wasn't myself.
I would have some type of memory of that. I just.
Because we had
No.
photography together, didn't we?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It was the same class that we did the radio play.
We did the radio play for. What was that? Mr. Vincent's class
Yep.
at mass media.
And
or
I'm sure we
whatever.
did another one.
God, I don't remember.
Because I remember the Star Trek thing. Because it was an epically long day. And we thought it was awesome, and no one understood it.
Yeah. Fuck.
But who cares? It was a fun day. We
Yeah,
got it.
well, it came out of a story that I wrote for creative writing. And yeah, I write the Star Trek story, and shoot, what was his name? I think it was Mr. Banks was the teacher
Maybe.
for that class. And yeah, it gives it back to me and says, yeah, it's a really good story and everything, but I want you to write something more original. You know, not something based in, a universe already known kind of type deal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck, I'll just go and just change all the names. So instead of Mr. Sulu, you had Mr. Sanyo. And we had the Spock character was shoot, I forgot what we called them. I still have the script somewhere. Or the story. Not really a script, but...
I've got nothing but the memory of the day.
And
bombing in the class because everyone sat there like, what's going on?
Well, and then it went longer than other people's too, and I think we got cut short. He didn't even let us do the whole thing.
Yeah, he cut us short because it went too long.
Yeah.
That's a bad teacher.
But yeah, I had our recording on cassette tape, and I want to say it was maybe 10 years ago. I think that was one of my cassette tapes that whenever I stopped it way back when, it was not rewound all the way. So I go and rewound it. Fucking tape breaks at the end. And it was one of those that you couldn't access the tape without totally wrecking it. So it's gone for good.
Probably better than it is. Mm-hmm.
But, no, stage experiences for us in high school.
Nope.
So I wasn't really ambitious at that time. Although you were on stage.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No. We're not going there.
Okay.
That was not cool.
I'll just talk about it in another one then with someone else.
You talk to someone else about it, but I got nothing but grief for that forever. And no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some good times, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But actually, kind of backing up, now for people that don't know, started out in grade school, first grade together, the Catholic school in Fairmont,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, somewhere had to have been like in maybe late freshman year, maybe mid freshman year. I ended up switching lunch tables and ended up at your lunch table with Chris Wilkins and Sean Shimpak. Chris Camerath was there. And eventually Matt joined us too. He kind of went away from the undergrad table or whatever and went over to our table. But then after college, or after high school, there was that one day we saw each other at Winona State, and I was like, holy shit, that's Cory Anderson.
Yeah.
I think I actually saw you one day. I thought it was you. I thought, nah, it couldn't have been. And then I saw you again another day, and I'm like, holy crap, it is.
So
and then I talked to you.
That's when I stalked you. Because
Yeah.
I was sitting there waiting for class, and you walked by, and I'm like, that looks like Todd. And then after class, I went home and looked it up in the phone book, student phone book. And there was a Todd Pletz. I'm like, that has to be him because there are no Pletzes.
Nope.
And then the next week I went early and you walked by and I followed you into your classroom. And then we were
Yeah,
like,
man.
hey.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. Remember there was the one day that we ran all the way up to the 13th floor of Sheehan Hall, because that's where Rachel was. And I think it was about halfway through you thought your heart was going to bust.
Yep.
Burst out of your chest. But I think that was shortly after the elevator dropped on me. Floor or two. One
Really?
time when I was going on it.
Wow.
I'm like, kind of holding on as it was going down, I believe. And yeah, all of a sudden I felt it felt free fall for just a little bit. I'm like,
Oh.
holy shit. And then the doors opened up when it finally stopped again, and there was just brick wall in front of me. I'm like, crap, I'm stuck in the elevator. And then the doors closed, And then when they opened up again, and I was down in the basement. I'm like, screw that, I'm getting out here, I'm walking up the stairs.
Yep.
I walk up, I'm like, there's something wrong with your elevator, or just dropped a floor or two on me. Like, oh, we'll get someone to look at it. But they had, like, people coming to work on those elevators, like, every other week, it seemed.
Wow.
So yeah, after that, I kind of did stairs most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have taken the elevators.
I coulda.
Could have died, too. I could have died either way.
Yeah. Yep.
So after that, you took off and...
Lost my mind.
Yeah. Ended up being around after Sean was born.
Yep.
For a visit.
Yep.
Remember you left your shampoo in our shower.
Yeah.
Because I had it for you the next time you came.
Yeah.
God, what year did you move back into the area? Remember, it was before '98 because
96. I was back in Fairmont. 90.
Yeah, you were in Fairmont because you were working at the cereal factory there.
Yeah.
Over in Blue Earth, was it?
Yeah. And I came over here in 99. 98.
No, 98.
98.
Because I remember watching the one Vikings playoff game where they lost in the championship game, and that was at your place.
Yep, the one kick that he missed all year.
Yeah. I think it's your fault.
My fault.
Yeah.
It's the Vikings curse.
Yeah. So yeah, then you ended up being a godfather for Savannah.
Yep. Savannah Banana.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
And if we keep going, fast forwarding, we come up to 2002. I think it was 2002. We ended up going out to the Star Wars celebration in Indianapolis. So, do you remember the moment that we were talking about making our own fan film?
A little bit.
Because we were in that food court at that mall, kind of adjacent downtown to the convention center and stuff. And we were having lunch and someone brought up that, we should make one ourselves. And then somehow I got nominated to write a script.
Yep.
So there you have it.
That's where I got my frostbite on my fingers.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah, you can believe that.
It is. Right there's the proof.
Yeah, that was all special effects.
The day we stood out in the freezing cold, half blizzard for like 3 hours.
That's right. Before we actually filmed, we went out there to do a location check to see which would be the best spot, and there was barely any snow up and through that point. Because we're driving on the ice.
Yeah.
And you were freaking out.
Yeah.
And then, the day we wanted to shoot, we finally got some snow.
Just enough to block out the trees.
Yeah. Well, on one camera you could see the trees, the other camera you couldn't. So I think all the footage I used was basically the one where you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
So I think Matt had a better camera. And that's the one that picked up the trees. And Wade's camera, you couldn't see shit behind there. It was all white. So that was alright. Because I didn't want any trees. There's no trees on the house.
Yep.
Not that we know of, anyways. Let's see, we ended up doing, after that one, Luke and Leia, but you weren't around for that one for some reason.
Yeah, it wasn't. You did that with your nephews or something.
One of my nephews, well, kind of both of them. Because it was supposed to be one, and then he had his wisdom teeth out like right before, so then we had to use the other one. But both of them kind of helped in the the beginning shots when you're seeing the front end of the car driving around and stuff. Because one was driving my van and the other one was actually driving the car. So. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you for that one.
Probably had to work.
Probably. Then, let's see. We had Connect More, and you were going to be the sound person in that one.
But we didn't need it.
No, we ended up using the sound from the camera because the laptop was
buzzing or something.
Yeah, it was picking up crap through the microphone, and
yeah.
Which I tried again on the trying to get ready for the first Flamecast. I was going to record it with a laptop and got the same kind of crap, so I don't know what the deal is there. Because I tried a couple of different microphones and got the same type of deal out of it. So I don't know.
Yep.
So that's why we got this camera standing here on the tripod and using the mic off the camera. Although the last one I did, it was with Travis and we used TeamSpeak, which seemed to work kind of good. But it was weird because it sounded like the settings on my TeamSpeak must be a little messed up because it sounded more like Travis was the local recording and I was the non-local recording. I sound more tinny than he does. It's kind of weird.
That is weird. Should have used Ventrilo.
You can't record off that though. That's the problem.
Should be able to.
I tried looking into it and I wasn't finding it.
Oh.
I know other podcasts have used what's it called? Skype.
Yeah.
And I wasn't finding where you could do it there either. They do have add-ons and stuff, and I tried one of the add-ons and it crashed the program every time I tried to use it, so I'm like, screw that.
Maybe there's a paid version of it.
Yeah, and I'm not paying. I can use TeamSpeak and it's free. I've just got to mess around with the settings. So, so yeah, you did basically standing around watching the recording of Connect More then.
Yeah.
Seems like there's something else I'm forgetting too, but which I can always look at the website. People can go there as well. You can go to flamingdeath.net. And you were also in my slideshow for the class reunion. Which I don't know if did you ever see that?
I saw it, I think. I didn't go to the second one. Was that for the first one or the second one?
That was like the third, technically. Because the 5-year, I don't think any of us got invited.
Yeah, it was just a 10-year. 10 and then a 5.
Well, we went to the 10-year.
Yeah.
And then...
Was there a 15?
No.
There was a 20.
The 20 is what I made this for.
Yeah, I watched it.
The slideshow. So, I remember, Kurt Shellpepper said, "Hey, why isn't Cory here? Tell him I'm going to kick his ass because he didn't show up."
Oh, boy.
Like, all right, Kurt. But, your picture where you're holding Shelby is, she's a baby at that time. Everyone goes, "Oh."
Yeah.
Like they all thought she was yours or something. I'm like, nah, it wasn't his. But,
Nope.
So yeah, you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll be number 5 as far as Flamecast.
At least I'm not number 2.
Yeah. God, who is number 2? Oh, that's Tina. Matt's number 1. You should be the number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever's gonna be next, it's kind of up in the air. I've kind of thought about doing another one.
Movie?
Yeah. I've got some ideas, and one I even started writing a script for. It's basically like a sequel to Yoda's Treasure. Although some of those people, I don't know if I would ever get back again. But,
You could just cut their scenes out of the other movie and put them into the new movie.
Yeah, I suppose there's that too. But I don't. With some of these films that have come out in the past few years, it's almost discouraging because now everyone's doing their own special effects, where it's like 10 times more than what films back when we started ended up having. Which is kind of why I went away from more of the hardcore, like Star Wars story type stuff. Like doing something again like Yoda's Treasure. I don't know. 'Cause the next one I did was Luke and Leia, and I kind of just steered away from even having a Star Wars character in there, so that's the thought. And whenever I get to it, who knows, because I'm still taking classes yet, and just gets too freaking busy with trying to do classes and work and all that stuff.
Yep. Me too.
So
What? Goofball.
yeah, I just feel like I'm directing the conversation again.
You are.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. Try to stay awake at this point.
Yeah. After having a big Chinese dinner meal, it's like, I should probably go out and exercise after this one.
Go take a nap.
Can't even walk the dog because the dog's gone to the cabin. So
You could walk your cat.
crap.
Put a rope around it and take it out.
Yeah, that would be more like taking him out for a pull. It's like pulling the cat along. I don't think he'd go too far.
Duct tape it to a skateboard.
Crap. Don't have a skateboard though. So, any last parting words? This one's going by pretty quick.
Yeah, who would have thought it would have gone by quick with me involved?
Yeah. I think you did all your talking earlier, so.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say to people that they want to hear.
Okay.
You'll probably have to edit that.
Nah, we leave all that shit in. Well, not everything, but most of it. So, I guess it's,
See, if you had had like a list of things to talk about, we could have had something more.
well, I kind of have a list, but it's all in my head, so.
Yeah. So
That might be saying something, but I don't know. But, yeah, for people kind of keeping track, I think I ended up taking at least 1 month off. Because these were almost going on monthly. And I didn't get one done last month because...
I didn't want to do it.
You didn't say you didn't want to do
No.
it, but...
I didn't say it, but I didn't like, oh yeah, me please, next.
Yeah. So that's why it's been a while, so you'll finally get one here. So...
Yep, best for last.
No, this isn't the last, man.
Oh my
It's gonna
God.
keep going.
Who's your next victim?
I don't know, I gotta think about that. I could have Sheldon. He was our lighting person for Yoda's treasure. He had to stand out there with a reflective piece of styrofoam.
I think that's one of the last times I saw him.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's been a while.
I think I saw him when they moved in, and that was it. Then he was married and had kids, and he disappeared from the face of the earth.
Yeah, I'll see him every once in a while. Not too often, but I really need to call him up. Actually, he said he was going to call me last time. But get this pool table set up and get people over here to play pool, and then I can get them to come.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you should, because then I can come over after work at 2:30 and start playing pool.
Fuck.
Just because you weirdos work during the day.
No, you're weird for working overnight, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that's, I guess, this episode of Flamecast. So, whoops, we had a slight malfunction there. Ended up running out of room on the video camera, but anyways, this is Todd Pletz, and that was Cory Anderson. He's gone already. And that's a wrap.